So guys, the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which launched about 6 months ago for consoles, is finally getting a launch date for PC. The game will be arriving on September 14, 2019. The PC version can be bought as just the basic game on Steam for $19.99 USD, or the Collector's Edition, which will have the Season 1 Pass and exclusive skins for $39.99 USD. The Season 1 Pass is also available for $14.99 USD, and you can make your pre-orders right now, which will come with a Green Ranger V2 skin for Tommy Oliver. The Garden Story, a cute indie adventure game from developer Picogram, was able to get a publisher for their game. Actually, 2 publishers assigned on for the game, and they are Portland-based Rose City Games and VIZ Media. The game will let you play as a little grape named Concord, who is on a journey to save the village from the mysterious root. So you will be solving puzzles like pushing blocks around and the like. Garden Story is set to launch in spring 2020 for PC. The Kerbal Space Program 2 announced that they will be not an Epic Games Store exclusive when they will be launching. The question is actually one of the top 3 asked when a game is about to launch nowadays. Another thing that was mentioned is that the game will not have microtransactions and that the devs are concentrating or delivering solid, impactful content. So the Kerbal Space Program 2 is set to launch by 2020, and it's set to cost about $59.99 USD. So no news yet if the game will have support for Linux and also in Macs. The developer and publisher Wargaming has shared some new details about the new submarines that will be coming to their game World Warships. The first 3 nations in the game that will be getting the playable vessels are the United States, Germany, and also USSR. We can also expect more glimpses of these submarines in the coming weeks because of the game's super test phase for this. And the World of Warships is now available for PC, PlayStation 4, and also in Xbox One. A new trailer for Gamescom 2019 has been revealed for One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, and it introduces the Whole Cake Island arc. A new mode has also been teased, which is the Titan mode, and this is a harder mode since the enemies will be larger than life. 6 new playable characters were also introduced, and they are Jinbei, the Sanji Vinsmoke, EGC Vinsmoke, the Neji Vinsmoke, Yunji Vinsmoke, and Reiju Vinsmoke. So the One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 will launch for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and also in Nintendo Switch. The Bandai Namco revealed a brand new character for Dragon Ball Z, and the new character is Bonyu. She will make her debut in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and Bonyu was an original member of the Ginyu Force in Dragon Ball Z. So the Bandai Namco is yet to reveal more details about her, and the fans of the series are hopeful that the story about her time with the Ginyu Force will be included in the Kakarot. The Gay Forge has announced that Kingdom Under Fire 2 is coming in November for PC. The game was supposed to launch in 2009, and the Kingdom Under Fire 2 will feature 3 factions: the Human Alliance, the Dark Legion, and also Inclabulations. So as well as different classes, the game will give players an option to focus on just one character in traditional MMO-style combat, or also control large armies. So the Fizz is the latest free game on the Epic Game Store for now until August 29, and you'll get to download the game and keep it forever. So the Fizz is also a puzzle platformer featuring the protagonist Gomez, who realizes his world has depth. The puzzles in the game are solved by rotating the world's sides in order to align the platforms and portals. After Fizz, next week's the free games are Celeste and also Inside. The CD Projekt Red's gameplay livestream for Cyberpunk 2077 will be happening soon. Mark your calendars, as the livestream will be taking place on August 30 at 11 a.m. Pacific Time on CD Projekt Red's Twitch channel. So the livestream will feature 15 minutes of what the developers have presented at Gamescom, plus additional information about the game, including different playstyles and a lot more. The AE DICE won't be releasing a 5 versus 5 mode for Battlefield 5. The AE DICE senior producer Ryan MacArthur has announced in a blog post, and MacArthur said they focus on improving the quality of the experience. So when adding content players once, so they had to cancel their 5 versus 5 plans. He added that they want to focus more on multiplayer modes the players are currently enjoying. So the full blog post details this and more, and you can check them out at DICE website, which is a DICES website. The developer Team Ninja has announced a second demo for Nioh 2 and they will be launching it at the Tokyo Game Show next month. The second demo comes after their alpha demo received a positive feedback and response from participants. Team Ninja has not announced a release date yet and whether the demo will also later become available for other players. To top off this awesome week, let us give you the daily deals for today here at ALLKEYSHOP.com. First up is our free game and it's set to the fictional universe of Warhammer 40,000 Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Also for today, we have amazing discounts for Warhammer Vermintide Tale and Pix Arc. And for our best discounted games, we have for you the third-person survival horror game, The Evil Within 2 at 85% off. For more amazing deals, just go to our daily deals page, guys.
Activision has released Call of Duty Modern Warfare Gunfight Alpha Test ahead of schedule. This has pleasantly surprised the fans who spared no time in hopping in and indulging in what the alpha had in store. The alpha is attainable from the PlayStation Store page where you can queue the download. Also, bear in mind that it is free and does not require an active PlayStation Plus subscription. The alpha is about 36 GB in size, so ensure that you have sufficient space to allocate. Supergiant Games has announced that it will be releasing Hades on the 10th of December. For those who don't already know, Hades is the developer's latest roguelike dungeon crawler game that will be making its way to Steam. There is currently no early access option for the game in the Steam store, but you can still add the title to your wishlist. The game will be officially launching sometime beyond the second quarter of next year. However, until then, you will still be able to play as the infamous prince of the underworld.
It's me, Cheeseball.
Starcult and Alliance Games have released an announcement trailer for Best Friends Forever. This game appeals directly to all animal lovers as the announcement trailer showcased some incredibly adorable pets, as well as some of the activities that you'll be doing with them. According to the developers, accessibility was one of their main priorities when creating the game, as they have ensured that everyone can play in their own way. The game releases for the Nintendo Switch on February 14, 2020.
And their four-legged friends. That's 6 legs. What a bargain. Pick up my food.
Pick it up.
Thank you. Don't wait.
Capcom has released a brand new Monster Hunter World Iceborne trailer in which you can spot a terrifying monster known as Barioth. This towering carnivorous beast is indigenous to the frozen wilds of tundra. More specifically, the Barioth is a wyvern that camouflages perfectly into white surroundings and is armed with huge fangs, claws, and clubbing tail that can incapacitate you within seconds. As terrifying as the monster is, players still look to September 6th when the game officially launches. WWE 2K20 is poised to receive an all-new mode named Towers Mode. Essentially, this mode is a gaming gauntlet where players face off against a series of progressively more challenging opponents in an effort to get to the apex of the tower. However, this mode is very unique as it will feature live introductions and never-before-seen footage that are entirely based on the career of WWE superstars. WWE 2K20 is scheduled for release on October 22 this year for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Assassin's Creed Odyssey has received a new DLC that will surely be a source of glee for active players and mark the return of many players. The expansion contains a host of new guests or quests called the Lost Tales of Greece. It is important to note that these quests do not progress the main plot in any way, but instead self-contained stories that often sees player revisit very familiar locations. If you have not already checked your log, you must, as this is where you will access the new content.
Safety is bought with blood.
Troika Games recently announced the release window for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. The announcement was also accompanied by a new trailer, which provides a closer peek into the bloodlusting undead activities that the game possesses. The developer also released quite a few details regarding some interesting features in the game. These details can be found on the game's official website. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 will be released for the PC.
You will come to despise it as much as I do. But I've waited so long for it again.
Wolfenstein Youngblood patch 1.0.5 has arrived and it brings with it checkpoints to towers and some crazy end bosses. In addition, this patch has seen adjustments made to the difficulty of boss fights. Also, players will find that switching between weapons feels a lot less punishing as the switching speed has been increased. Please note that patch 1.0.5 is only live for PC and will be next week before it is available for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Fortnite Season X arrived last week and brought with it many interesting additions, one of which was the overpowered Brute that has finally received a satisfactory nerf. The Brute is a two-player armored mech vehicle that has been the catalyst of anguish since its arrival. The addition of vehicle is welcomed for as long as it is not overbearing, as players reported shortly after its release. Hopefully the nerfs will be as effective as intended. Siege of Centauri has received a Steam Early Access update that adds a scenario workshop, an endless mode, and a number of other cool stuff. With the scenario workshop, players will be able to create and share their own missions. The new endless mode enables players to test their mettle and find out just how long they can last against a limitless onslaught of enemies. Also, the developer is urging players to make use of the review system and report any issues so they can be rectified. Steambirds Alliance has finally been launched on PC. In case you don't already know, Steambirds Alliance is a free-to-play, massively cooperative shooter developed by Spry Fox. The title spent over 6 years in development and had a very successful beta that magnetized over 10,000 players. The final release features a mountain of content that can sustain its grown fan base. In addition, the game now has high replayability courtesy of the brand new dungeon mods in place. To top off this awesome week, let us give you the daily deals for today here at ALLKEYSHOP.com. First off is our free game, and it is set in the fictional universe of Warhammer 40k Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Also for today, we have amazing discounts for Warhammer Vermintide 2 and PixARK. And for our best discounted game, we have for you the third-person survival horror game, The Evil Within 2 at 85% off. For more amazing deals, just go to our daily deals page.